Okay, mayong gabi sa inyong tanan. Nindot og paminaw sa music 'no? Bugnaw kayo ang music. Anyway, daghang salamat sa pag-join 'no, mayong gabi diha kay John, nila ni Jonelyn 'no, sa Bugo. Si Ate Nova is also here, and Vanessa 'no, thank you for joining, and Vic 'no, from Bacolod City. So, thank you. I hope hopefully ang uban natong mga kaubanan can also join with us no tonight. Our topic is what is marketing, no? So this is every Monday, and hopefully we wanted to uh, reinforce sa ato ang mga learnings unya at the same time also opportunity po nato mo learn og mga new things, no? So dinhi sa ato ang Monday na training night, we wanted na this would be an additional inputs no sa ato ang tagsa-tagsa. Uh, and hopefully ma-share sa ninyo sa inyo hapong mga teams no. Okay? So kinsa pa may naa karon no basig ang uban nagpadung pa. Then also no, good evening kay Miss Maricel from Mandaue. Then kinsa pa man si Joshua, no, Joshua Sabang is also here. Thank you for joining. Then si Infinix, no, 6x6525, no, may gabi sa diha kanimo. Then si Cirila, no, si Cirila Rabano. Um, si Marivic is nandito. Okay lang ba, Vic, pag Bisaya, nakakaintindi lang? Because Marivic is from Bacolod. Sige, I'll try to mix it with Tagalog also. Okay. So, good evening, everyone. And our topic for tonight in our training night is what is marketing? So, ito po ay isang overview about marketing. Pag-uusapan natin at the same time, we will talk about the principles and few strategies na we can share sa inyo po here here dito sa Zoom call, no? So, okay, let's start. Okay. Medyo mahaba bang usapan pa to eh. Okay. Yan. So, let me begin by defining the word marketing. No? So, marketing is the process of creating, communicating, and delivering value to customers and managing customer relationships in a way that benefits the organization and the company. So, ito po yung dictionary meaning ng marketing. Now, isa-isahin po natin 'to 'no, kasi we really need to understand kung ano po yung trabaho natin dito bilang isang DPPI real estate agent. And marami sa atin, of course, dun sa dun sa orientation pa lang sinasabi na magbenta tayo, but what is it really the entirety of our job, no? Bago po tayo makabenta, mag-uumpisa po tayo sa pagma-market. So yun po yung role ng marketing. Okay, tingnan po natin. Ang marketing po ay isang proseso. Una is creating. So in our case na real estate agent, ano yung iki-create natin? Okay, ano yung iki-create? Kasi sabi dito is the process of creating. So ano yung i-create? Okay. Now, ang mga binibenta natin ay condominium at saka house and lot, kumbaga properties in short, no? Yun po yung binibenta natin. In order for us to promote, no? In order for us to promote whatever things na binibenta po natin, ang una po nating gagawin is i-create po natin yung magiging promotional content mo. Okay? Yun po yung i-create. Kung ano yung magiging content, promotional content. Ang promotional content po ay ito'y pwedeng photos, pwedeng mga graphic design, at pwede rin po magiging videos. Now, on the current situation of the social media advertising, mas highly favored po ngayon ang tinatawag po natin na video content. Okay? Pangalawa po, ito pong word na communicating. Yung content na ginawa mo, ito ba'y nagko-communicate? Ibig sabihin, nagsasalita. No? Nagsasalita ba to or nakipag-usap ba to sa person na target ng produkto na binibenta mo? Okay? Let's say, for example, you're selling a condo unit, studio unit, for example, nasa nasa medyo mabisi na lugar, nasa sabihin natin nasa isang call center area. So sino ba yung target audience mo diyan? So yung target audience mo ay yung mga tao na posible na nagtatrabaho sa call center agent. So pag ikaw ay nag-communicate, pag ikaw ay nakipag-usap, yung content na ginagawa mo ay dapat nakipag-usap doon sa posibleng na target audience mo. Okay? Nakuha po ba? So, nag-create ka, ngayon nakipag-usap ka. The next one is delivering value. Yung ginawa mong content na gusto mong ipaabot doon sa target audience mo, meron bang value doon na magiging beneficial sa person na makaka-receive ng information mo? Di ba? Siyempre, siyempre gumawa ka ng content. Ang content mo ngayon ay makipag-usap doon sa target audience mo. Sa pakikipag-usap niya, yung kausap mo, makikita ba niya yung halaga, yung value ng ino-offer mo? Okay? Kasi kung hindi niya makita yung value doon sa ino-offer mo, it would defeat the purpose of promoting such a project. Kaya nga ito po guys, no, just a piece and not so little advice. This is a big advice. Iwasan na ninyo po yung copy and paste. It is about time that you really have to learn how to create content. Because if we remain the way we were, na copy and paste lang po ang nalalaman po natin, I am sorry to say, but one day, wala na hong mag-i-inquire sa atin. Because basing in the definition of marketing, isa siyang proseso na meron kang i-create, makipag-usap ka, i-present mo yung value doon sa kliyente at sa customer.
Okay, ano
Tapos,
nagpundo ka nila.
tapos i-manage mo. Okay? I-manage mo yung possible relationship natin sa magiging customer po natin. Managing relationship po yan. Sandali ha. Mute ko muna sila lahat. Ayan, okay. Thank you. Okay? So in a way, lahat po, pagagawin po natin to, this will benefit your organization, your business, and at the same time, yung kumpanya po natin. Okay? So ano yung traditional approaches to marketing? Okay, pag-usapan natin yung mga traditional approaches. Kasi may mga principle po tayo na matutunan dito po sa traditional way of doing the business. Okay? Traditionally, ang marketing was seen as a function of creating awareness. O ayan, nakikita na natin na mag-create ng awareness. Persuading potential customer and driving sales through mass communication channels. Okay, isa-isahin natin ulit. Marketing was seen as a function of creating what? Awareness. So, ibig sabihin, kung ito yung project na binibenta mo, dapat yung mga tao na gusto mong bintahan nito ay dapat ma-aware sila na ikaw ay nagbebenta ng project na yan. Kasi kung hindi sila aware na nagbebenta ka sa project na yan, then definitely hindi sila mag-i-inquire. Pangalawa, kailangan mo silang kumbinsihin para sila ay magiging customer mo or magiging kliyente mo. Para pag nakumbinsi sila, ayan, ang resulta magiging sales. So, ano po ba yung 4 Ps ng traditional approaches to marketing? Okay? Guys, hindi po to yung 4 Ps na binibigay ng gobyerno, ha? So, ito po yung tinitingnan natin. 4 Ps. The first P, product. Ensuring the right product is developed to meet consumers' needs. So, ibig sabihin, yung project na binibenta mo, na-meet ba ang hinahanap ng consumer, ng kliyente? Kasi kung ano yung ino-offer mo tapos hindi na-meet kung ano yung gusto ng kliyente mo, then definitely, hindi ka makapag-communicate talaga sa kanila at hindi mo sila ma-persuade at eventually hindi mo talaga ma-close yan. Pangalawang P, price. Now, setting an appropriate price that reflects the value of the product. Now, tingnan mo, una, kung ano ba yung value ng produkto na meron. Oh, sorry. Di ba? Tingnan mo kung ano yung value ng project. Tapos pag nakita mo yung value ng project, diyan mo makikita kung ang presyo sa project na yan ay sulit. Ang tao kasi naghahanap yan ng singganda na di kasing mahal. Ganun always eh. Singganda na di kasing mahal. And most often, ang tinitingnan ng tao, pag eto ang presyo ng condominium na yan, sulit ba to sa value na makukuha ko? So therefore, in order to justify the value, in order to justify the price of the project, you need to load it with too much value on that project. Kasi pag na-load mo yung na-load mo yung value ng project, then definitely, for no added questions, ang makikita ng kliyente, value for money po yan. The third P is the place. Ensuring the product is available at the right place and at the right time. Ibig sabihin, importante rin dito yung timing. Timing na yung kliyente mo, kung ano yung hinahanap niya, kung saan ang gusto niya, na ibigay mo ang gusto niya sa tamang lugar at sa tamang panahon. And lastly, promotion. Communicating the product's benefit to the consumer. So, how are you going to do that? Then, today, we're going to implore the services of the social media. So, nagiging madali na for now. Sorry. So, 4 Ps: product, price, place, and promotion. Now, let's take a look at the principles of marketing. The principle of marketing centers on the concept of value. Always remember that. The principle of marketing, nakasentro po yan sa konsepto ng value. So every time na nagpupunta po kayo ng mga PKS or nag-a-attend po kayo ng mga PKS at nag-join po kayo ng site tour, make it into a point na hanapin nyo talaga kung ano po ba yung value ng project na yan. Make sure that you are able to identify the value of that project because the only way that you will be able to highlight the benefit and the value of that product if, of course, na-identify mo. So what are these, no? The value involves, number one, identifying the needs and wants of the target audience. Tingnan mo, kung etong project na to, at eto yung audience na target ng project na to, ano ba yung hinahanap sa target audience mo na nandito sa project na to? Then that thing will make it valuable. Bakit? Na-match eh. Then, developing and offering product or services that meet these needs. Tingnan mo, etong hinahanap ng audience, nandito sa project na to, na-meet yung needs, o yan, swak. So, anong mangyayari? Ma-convince mo yan siya. And lastly, delivering these offerings efficiently and effectively to create satisfaction. Satisfied ang isang kliyente pag yung gusto niya ay nakuha niya sa project na in-offer mo. Pero kung hindi niya makuha ang gusto niya, ang desire niya dun sa project na ino-offer mo, then definitely, he is not going to be happy with what you are offering. Kaya po dito, every time po na nag-attend po tayo ng PKS or even site tour, let's listen to the presentation. Let's listen to the presentation so that we will be able to identify kung sino-sino po ba dapat talaga ang bentahan natin sa project na to. Oh, sorry. So the core idea on all of this is to focus on customer satisfaction and to be able to build mutually beneficial relationship that leads to loyalty and repeat business. Bakit ho? Remember, ang project natin or ang product na binibenta natin ay hindi po yan consumable. At ang reason na we need to take care of our client well, nakasentro po tayo na satisfied talaga yung kliyente natin, nabigay natin yung gusto nila, na serbisyohan natin sila ng maayos, na nakuha nila yung gustong benefit nila sa project na ino-offer natin, magiging maganda po yung relationship natin. Hindi lang siya magiging loyal dun sa project na binili niya, magiging loyal din siya sa iyo, and at the same time, pag meron siyang mga kakilala, i-refer ka niya. Pero kung hindi siya satisfied, then most likely, he is not going to refer you. So, that's a lost business for us. Okay? Now, tingnan natin kung how did marketing evolve? Kung paano ba nag-evolve ang marketing, lalo na ngayon na nasa mundo na po tayo ng internet. Now, marketing has evolved over time as a business, as a technology, and of course, yung behavior din po ng mga consumer nag-evolve din po. So hindi lang po doon yun, hindi lang po tayo nakasentro sa negosyo kung ano yung changes sa business natin. Hindi lang po nakasentro kung ano yung technology or gadget na ginagamit natin. Ang pinakaimportante po dito ay maintindihan po natin kung ano na po yung current consumer behavior ngayon. May kaibahan po ang mga kliyente po natin ngayon. Nag-iba na po yung mga preferences nila, nag-iba na rin po yung mga gusto nila, nag-iba na rin po yung tinatawag natin na customer satisfaction. Now, kung titingnan mo, in the early 1900s, yung marketing ay nakasentro lang po sa production. Ito po yung production-oriented era. Ang focus po dito, ang mga kumpanya po nakafocus lang na mag-produce ng maraming produkto. Wala silang masyadong iniintindi na makipag-usap dun sa kliyente basta marami akong produkto at available sa merkado. Yun lang. Then on the 1920s to 1950s, dito na po pumasok ang sales-oriented era. Dito naka-focus na ang aggressive selling. Dito na po nagbigay daan sa mga tinatawag natin na ahente, salesman. Na naalala ko at this point in time, no? Ito yung kasagsagan sa mga ito dumaan kasi to within war area kasi at na moment yan pero ang sales oriented era kasi dito sa Pilipinas lumagpas pa sa 1950s yan eh. Nakaabot pa yan on the 70s. And during that time, ang pinakasikat doon sa mga salesperson or sales or ahente kung tawagin, ay yung mga knock on your door ahente. Yung kumakatok sa mga pintuan ng mga ahente. At ang pinakasikat during that time ay yung Electrolux. No, kumakatok talaga sila house to house, kumbaga house to house selling. Yun po yun, aggressive selling po dati. So kumakatok, nagbebenta, ganun ho. Grabe, kapalmuks ang style dati. Then on the 90s, on the 1990s, ito na po yung marketing-oriented era. Naka-focus na doon sa consumer preferences. So ang ginagawa ngayon ng mga kumpanya on the 90s is that gumagawa na po ng pinakamaraming mga advertisements. Kaya during that time, I believe, eto na po yung kasagsagan na medyo malakas na ang TV, malakas ng radio, malakas na ang newspaper. At dito, lahat ng kumpanya, lahat ng mga produkto, doon na naglalabanan sa commercial. Eh, syempre, sa TV medyo mahal, no? Kasi you're gonna pay it per hour eh. But on the year 2000 onward up to today, ang marketing ngayon ay relationship marketing era na. Naka-focus na ngayon on long-term customer relationship. Bakit importante ang relationship marketing era? Now, bigyan ko po kayo ng emphasis ha. Ang mga gadgets na ginagamit natin, ang mga platform na ginagamit natin, yan ay mga tools lamang po. Ang meron po noon, ang meron po diyan, ang meron po diyan ay yung pag-build ng connectivity. The reason why may social media ka kasi gusto mong makipag-connect dun sa customer. Yung platform na yon, yun ang ginagamit para connected tayo dun sa mga consumers natin, sa mga customers natin, sa mga kliyente natin, at doon po tayo nagde-develop ng relationship. Kaya kung titingnan mo yung mga social media na yan, yung mga website na yan, yung mga branding na yan, the all in all niyan is about building relationship to our customers or to our clients. Ngayon, on the 20th century, naka-focus na po ang marketing on relationship building. Kaya nga importante, pag meron kang inquiry dyan, importante na makapag-engage ka agad-agad. You've got to answer whatever inquiry he has. Kung naka-chat siya, you have to respond. And at the same time, just a piece of advice, don't stay longer on the chat box, but make it into a point na kung po pwede, makausap mo agad yung kliyente mo or yung prospect. Kasi kung hindi mo siya, ganito lang kasimple. Kung ikaw ay merong inquiry at tapos nagchat-chat lang kayo, tapos yung same inquiry na yan ay pinagtanungan din po siya ng ibang person, but nakausap niya, then definitely, mas mag-favor siya dun sa person na nakausap niya kaysa dun sa person na kachat lang niya. So a piece of advice to all DPPI partners, by the time na meron po kayong inquiry, please, make it into a point na yung tao na yon ay makausap mo talaga. Marami na pong paraan para kausapin sila. Una, may mga messenger call tayo. May mga WhatsApp call, may mga Viber call. If in case wala pong mga load ng mga cellphones po natin kasi naka-data lang po tayo. But in the first place, it's never been an excuse if you cannot communicate because that's part of our job, right? Our job is to really communicate to the one that are making those inquiries. So, how does this marketing further evolve? Now, the evolution of marketing has been driven by so many factors. Number one is the internet. Okay? When the internet came, everything changes. Social media came in, and the World Wide Web have become the largest marketplace in the whole world. That all of the people are already converging in these platforms. Dati ho, ang hirap makipag-communicate sa isang prospect natin na nasa ibang bansa. Dati, kung nasa ibang bansa, medyo mahal ang mga long distance call, ginagawa natin mga telegrama. Pero ngayon, because of the advancement of the internet, nakakausap na natin hindi lang voice, kundi nakikita na rin natin sila. Because of the advancement of technology, nag-evolve na rin po yung marketing strategies natin lahat. At nagiging faster na rin yung connectivity natin, we as a seller, towards our potential buyers. Mas madali na po tayong makipag-connect sa mga potential buyers natin. However, because of the technology, there is a shift on the consumer behavior. Ang gusto na ngayon ng mga kliyente natin, personalize ang experience nila sa bentahan. Marami na po kasi silang access on the information. They can always make the research of whatever properties na gusto nilang bilhin bago sila nagtatanong sa iyo. So make sure that you are well equipped in the project that you are selling, because I am pretty sure the client na nagtatanong sa iyo ay meron na po siyang initial information, initial idea dun sa project na tinatanong niya sa iyo. And because of this technology, nagiging global na po ang business natin. We are now looking at the global market. We are not just looking at the local market. This time, we are now looking at the world as one big marketplace. Ngayon ho, ang customer hindi mo na kayang i-sales talk. Bakit? Because ang mga customer ngayon, ang mga kliyente ngayon, ang behavior nila ngayon, they already have the information. Data-driven na po sila. Bakit? May access na sila kay Google, so pwede na silang magtanong anytime. Ang iba sa atin, may mga AI na rin, may mga ChatGPT na and all others. So definitely, they can already ask questions in any internet platform. So ibig sabihin, yung buyer, yung kliyente na magiging kausap mo ngayon, bago kanya kinontak, may information na po siya. Again, bago ho kayo kinontak, bago po tayo kinontak, yung kliyente natin, most likely, meron na po yung information. Okay? So, my piece of advice to all of us, very simple. Attend PKS, attend site tours, attend trainings, seminars, and events. Make yourself available. I'm gonna make it clear to you. Tapos, when there are opportunity for you to learn new things, learn. Invest in yourself. The more you know a lot of things, the better it would be for you. Never shortchange yourself. Always develop yourself. Because the more that you are developed, the more you know a lot of things, the more it becomes easy for you. That's how business is gonna be in the 21st century. Whether you like it or not, ganito na po yung consumer behavior po natin today. So ano yung effect ng marketing? Etong ginagawa natin. Kasi ito naman talaga yung ginagawa natin practically every day. That's the reason why you're posting. It's because you are marketing. So marketing has in fact a broad and far-reaching impact on both businesses and in consumers. Hindi lang po sa mga negosyante yan, pati na rin po sa consumer. Because of marketing, there is an economic growth. This drives demand and innovation. So kung gusto mong lumaki sa negosyo natin, kung gusto mong kumita ng malaki, kung gusto mong matupad yung mga pangarap mo sa buhay, kung gusto mong ma-provide ang mga bagay-bagay sa pamilya mo, the only way for you to increase economically, you just have to embrace marketing. Then you've got to market. That's the reason why you've got to learn new ways of marketing your project. Because the more you market the project, the more it drives demand on such a project. So kung hindi ka magma-market, so saan ka makakakuha ng economic growth? Eh di wala. There will be no growth if you are not going to market whatever project you have. Kahit gaano kaganda ang project na yan, pag walang nakakaalam, wala pong bibili. Di ba? I really don't care how good you are. I don't even care if you are selling the best project there is. If you are not promoting it, if you are not marketing it, kung tinatamad-tamad ka na magmamarket dyan, is wala eh. Zero pa rin. The next impact is customer-centric innovation. This fosters innovation through market feedback. Ngayon po, importante po na nasatisfy po natin yung kliyente natin. And the only way to do that is when they make reviews sa inyo. Di ba tayo may mga Facebook page tayo kung saan natin minamarket yung project natin. Yung iba sa atin may mga website. Yung mga kliyente nyo, yung mga happy and satisfied client nyo, humingi kayo ng review. Humingi kayo ng review, tapos pwede mo silang pasulatin ng review dyan sa mga Facebook pages ninyo, or humingi kayo ng review at ilagay nyo sa mga websites ninyo. Bakit to? Because the third one, it will give you the social influence. It will shape societal norms through campaigns and advertising. Kung ano po yung nakikita nila na feedback mula doon sa Facebook page mo, sa website mo, yun po yung magiging social influence mo. Kaya my piece of advice to all of the DPPI agents that are listening here, if you're really serious in the business and if you really wanted to make it more professional in doing the business, I highly encourage everyone to start investing on a website. Start investing on a website because you will be branded who you are professionally on the website. Now, alam ko po, tinitingnan natin minsan na ito ay expenses. No, that is an investment. Negosyo po natin to. Ayusin natin yung negosyo natin. Eventually, yung website mo, pag nag-SEO na po yan, nagra-ranking na po yan sa Google, you will be visible in the World Wide Web 24 hours a day. And you will become more and more credible pag nakikita nila, and it will become more convenient for your buyer na mag-search ng mga properties doon sa loob ng website mo. For 1,000 pesos, I believe that's a reasonable investment for a website. And if you're interested to avail of the website, you contact our office in DPPI. You either contact Miss Van or Miss Maricel or your upline. They can facilitate you in having your own personal website. And don't you worry, we have training for you that will help you have your own website. You can probably visit the website of novelinalcover.d818.com or maricelsungahi.d8-18.com. You'll see there how credible they are. So hindi sila mapagkamalan na scammer. Okay? And to the people of Bacolod, our CEO is coming there and is going to do and conduct a series of training. Magtanong kayo sa kanya, no? Magtanong kayo sa kanya with regards to the website. He can present it to you and it would be more useful for each and every one of us. Okay? So what's the relationship between marketing and branding? So ito na. Ano ba yung kaibahan natin nito, sir? No? Parati nating naririnig yan, marketing, branding. Now, marketing and branding are actually closely linked with each other, but actually, they are distinct. Iba-iba po sila. Pag sinabi po nating branding, it helps establish company's identity or ikaw mismo. It will help you establish your identity and ensures consistency in communication. Ibig sabihin, gaya ng example na to. Pag sinabi kong toothpaste, ang unang papasok sa isipan mo, Colgate. Pag sinabi kong ano ba? Soft drinks, Coca-Cola. Branding ho yan. Ibig sabihin, darating ang panahon na ikaw ay makilala ka kung sino ka sa industry na to. Pag na-brand mo na ang sarili mo. Ang purpose po ng website is it will help you in the branding na pag one day may naghanap ng real estate property, ang papasok sa isipan niya, Novelyn Alcover yan. Maricel Sungawid yan. Yan po yung purpose ng branding. Yung marketing, on the other hand, marketing is activities that brings the brand to life and communicate its value proposition. So, ibig sabihin, etong marketing, ito na po yung nakikipag-usap. Okay? Ito na po yung nakikipag-usap. Ito na po yung promotion factor. So, ibig sabihin, because of that, no, because of that promotion factor, ang ginagamit na ngayon ay yung probable yung website mo para makipag-usap doon sa potential buyer or sa potential client mo. Doon ka na pinopromote. Together, pagsabay po natin yung branding at saka marketing, they will create a strong market presence and customer loyalty. Again, pag kinumbayin po natin yung branding at saka marketing, they will create a strong market presence and customer loyalty. Ibig sabihin, pag pinagsabay na po natin yung branding natin sa website mo, tapos yun ang gagamitin mo sa pagpo-promote ng project na gusto mong i-communicate, together, magiging strong ang presensya mo sa real estate market. Okay? And of course, magiging loyal ang kliyente natin, no? Kung may kakilala siya na naghahanap ng property, then he or she could easily recommend you. Or probably, he may not recommend you personally, but he could also share your website. Oh, bisitahin mo lang yung website niya, no? Ito yung website niya, oh, marami kang pagpipilian doon. Magiging gano'n na po yung kalakaran po niyan. Yun po yung magiging value po dyan. So, what's the goal? Now, the primary goal of marketing is to create value for customers, which in turn creates value for the business. That's the ultimate goal. Understanding customers' needs and preferences will help you communicate your promotion, your project. Lalo na pag ito na-deliver yung produkto, ang serbisyo, at na-meet yung need ni buyer, magiging happy yan. So ano yung magiging resulta? Magkakaroon ka ng strong relationship doon sa customer mo or sa kliyente mo, and eventually magiging loyal siya sa relation mo na yan, at kung meron siyang kakilala, ikaw ay i-refer niya. So ano yung kabuuhang resulta? Ang kabuuhan nga resulta na maximize yung return of investment ng kliyente mo. Bakit? Number one, well appreciated niya yung project. Happy siya doon sa transaction. Happy siya doon sa serbisyo na binigay mo. So para sa kanya, sulit ang investment na ginawa niya. And the concept of marketing is, always remember, is centered on the idea that the business should prioritize the needs and the wants of the consumer. It's always focus on the consumer or the buyer. Nakatutok talaga tayo doon. Now, remember that the more we understand our customer, the more na na-meet natin kung ano yung gusto nila, the more po sila happy. Pag ito po ay ini-integrate natin, na coordinate natin ang lahat ng mga approaches natin sa marketing, well satisfied po yan. Consider this. Your influence in marketing your project. Ito po yung societal marketing. Your influence in marketing your project, nakadepende po yan kung gaano ka-satisfied at gaano ka-happy ang kliyente. So the only time na magiging happy ang kliyente, pag na-i-communicate mo ang value ng project na ino-offer mo. Ayun, pabalik-balik tayo, no? In most of our conversation, na pabalik-balik lang. The reason why pabalik-balik po yan, because that is very important. We need to be customer-oriented. We need to be customer-focused. Dapat doon po tayo nakatutok talaga. So what are the types of marketing para medyo meron lang po tayong idea? Okay, ito po yun guys. Now ngayon, meron na po tayong hindi ko to i-explain deeper ha, isa-isa ipapakita ko lang to, but we will going to have separate topics on each of the in each of them. Okay ha? Ilan yan? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yang 9 types of marketing na yan, magkakaroon po tayo ng individual topic po dyan. So, eto lang, bibigyan ko lang kayo ng overview. So, mahaba-habang Monday po to ha. Una po, digital marketing. Dito po nakapaloob yung website. Ang major player po dyan yung website, yung digital marketing. Now, a lot of us, actually, hindi natin masyadong binibigyan ng ng value ang website. Pero hindi ba kayo nag-isip, bakit kaya ang mga kumpanya na malalaki merong website? Yung mga developers na binibenta nyo na project, may mga website sila. Bakit kaya? Kasi kung hindi yun importante, hindi sila mag-i-invest ng website. So anong meron doon? Credibility. When you have the website, you are credible. When you have the website, branded ka. Na brand. Kaya nga, kung mananatili lang po tayo na social media lang, madali po tayong mapagkamalan na scammer. So yun po yung digital. Pangalawa is content marketing. Ang content marketing ay ginagamit both dun sa digital at saka sa social media marketing. Importante ang content marketing, it's because ito po yung ginagamit natin para i-communicate po natin sa kliyente natin kung ano ang project na to. And that's the reason why for those people that are here in Cebu, I highly encourage you to join every Thursday. There is a training in our office, content creation that converts into sales. We dedicated a training for content creation. In fact, we as a company invested in that system, in that program. Mahal pong bayad natin noon, 20,000 dyan sa program na yan. On content creation, because we believe having a right content will boost our marketing value. The next one is social media marketing. In the social media marketing, just recently, binitbit natin dito si Master Mark Islava. Siya po yung nagturo sa atin on how are we going to set up our Facebook ads. Now, to the people of Bacolod, I highly suggest you take advantage of the visit of our trainer in Bacolod na maturuan kayo exactly kung ano at paano gawin ang Facebook ads ng tama. And at the same time, magkakaroon po kayo ng individual coaching sa kanya. Doon naman sa Bacolod, pupunta po dyan yung CEO natin para mag-conduct po ng RTD training. Ito po yung content creation. The fourth one is influencer marketing. Ano po ba yung influencer marketing? Pag maganda po yung content na binibigay mo sa audience mo, may value, magkakaroon po kayo ng followers. And because nagkakaroon ka ng followers, nagkakaroon ka na ngayon ng a certain level of influence. And when you reach that certain level of influence, you can use your platform this time to influence your audience to buy whatever offering na meron ka. And this is the reason why I would like to encourage each and every one of us na nandito na to really spend time in producing valuable content about real estate in your social media platforms so that you will be able to develop your followers and that eventually you will be able to influence those followers with you. Learn to make videos. Learn to face the cameras because ang labanan po ngayon are videos na. Okay. Now, on the second column, ito na po yung direct marketing. Ito na po yung mga hard sell. Direct marketing, person to person, makipag-appointment ka. Guerrilla marketing, ito po yung lalapit ka sa tao na hindi mo kakilala. No, knock on your door po 'yan. Kapalmoks ang gagamitin po natin diyan. Relationship marketing, ito po yung mga kakilala mo ang uunahin mo sa pagbebenta mo. Then events marketing, ito po yung mga exhibits. No, mga exhibits, mga roadshow, mga ano ba, investors forum, 'yan ay mga events marketing. Ginagamit na rin po natin 'yan sa real estate. Then the last one is ito po yung experiential marketing. Ano po ba 'tong experiential marketing? Ito po yung mga reviews. Ginagamit mo sa pag-market ng project mo ang mga review ng mga kliyente mo kung gaano sila ka-happy doon sa serbisyo mo. Experience ang ginagamit mo ngayon, experience ng ibang tao doon sa serbisyo na ginagawa mo, doon sa pagma-market na ginagawa mo sa kliyente mo, and because they're happy, you ask them to make a review. Ilagay mo yung review mo doon sa website mo, at the same time ilagay mo rin yung review, ipalagay mo yung review doon sa Facebook page. Ang iba sa atin, marami nang nabentahan pero hindi humingi ng review. Ang tawag po doon guys, experiential marketing. Malaking bagay po yan. Okay? Malaking bagay po yan. So, ask na po tayo ha. Humingi na po tayo ng review. Okay? So in conclusion, no, sa pagtatapos po natin, tamang-tama 1 oras, okay? To summarize it all, marketing is essential for business success. Kung wala pong marketing, ay hindi po kayo makilala at hindi rin po makilala yung produkto na binebenta mo. Now, malayo na po ang narating ng marketing mula po sa traditional na methods to modern strategies, pero ang understanding ng marketing principle still remains the same. Pag naintindihan po natin yung mga prinsipyo ng marketing, ito po ay makapag-develop po tayo ng maganda at effective na mga strategies. Aside from that, we will be able to build strong brand, not just for ourselves, but also for the project that we are selling. And because we were able to give a strong brand, it will foster customer loyalty. So ano yung magiging end result? You and I will be able to achieve long-term success. Okay? Pag nagkataon. So, marketing po, hindi po natin pwedeng iisang tabi po yan. It will always form part of our business. Okay? Baba ko muna to para I can get to see all of you. So, my point here is simple. Now, by the way, there will be a series of training with regards to marketing kasi yung types of marketing, one day isa-isahin po natin yan. So medyo mabahabang usapan pa po yan. But this is what I would like to to tell you. Wala hong magic dito po sa real estate. Kung hindi po kayo nakikita ng audience nyo, hindi po kayo makapagbenta. Kaya sipagan nyo po, make yourself visible. Visible in all platforms. Social media, Facebook, Instagram, or whatever, TikTok kung kailangan. Consider investing on a website because that is very important. You need to be professionally branded. And the only way for you to appear professional is kung meron po kayong website. Don't miss the opportunity na umpisahan na po ninyo ang website because the earlier you're going to start having it, the earlier you're going to enjoy the benefit of having a website. Ito na lang, isipin nyo. Kung hindi importante ang website, sana yung mga developer hindi nag-website. Pero dahil nag-website ang developer, isa lang ang ibig sabihin, importante po yun. Okay? Pangatlo, hindi po pwedeng tatamad-tamad ka po dito. Sipag po ang kailangan natin dito. Pag meron pong mga invitation for site tour, sumama po kayo. Pag meron pong invitation for PKS, join po kayo. Huwag na pong sapilitan. Make yourself available. Get all the information na kailangan mo para ito ang gagamitin mo sa paggawa mo ng content para makapag-market ka. Join ka ng mga training na available. Huwag niyong isipin na ang mga training ay walang silbi. Importante po yan. The more you are trained, the more you equip yourself, the more you become master of it. Okay? Just recently, Miss Nova, Maricel, went into a training on sales and marketing, and ito mga tao na to ha, matagal na tong nagkakandak ng training. But they themselves attended training that will help equip them more and more. So we don't stop learning. In fact, we keep on learning. We cannot just stop. We have to keep on learning. Always remember that. And the fourth one is you need to attend events. You need to attend events because it is in the events that you will be able to see the big picture of your business. Hindi ho maliit ang negosyo natin. Malaki ho ang negosyo natin. Kung akala nyo na pipitsugin ang negosyo natin, no. Hindi po kayo ahente lamang. Ahente tayo. At malaki ang negosyo natin. So in events, that is where you are able to see the big picture of the business. Okay? So attend PKS, attend site tour, attend trainings, and of course, attend event. Yes, that's correct, Maricel, no? Kaizen, continuous improvement. We've got to improve, whether you like it or not. And the last one, idadagdag ko to, hard work. You've got to work hard kung gusto mong kumita ng malaki. Again, kung gusto mong kumita ng malaki, hard work ang kailangan po natin. So you've got to put in the needed work. Hindi po uobra dito ang chill-chill. Dapat dito po seryoso tayo. Ask yourself, ngayon, sa araw na ngayon, nakapag-post ka na ba? Let's say for example, si Melky. Tingnan niyo yung sarili niya. Nakapag-post na ba ako? Nakapag-promote na ba ako sa project ko? Nag-promote na ba ako sa TikTok? Nag-promote na ba ako sa YouTube? Nag-promote na ba ako sa mga Facebook groups? Pag hindi mo nakita yan, hindi pa ako nakapag-promote. Stand on your feet. Work, work, work. Wala akong magic dito. The last one will fuel everything that you know. Kung walang hard work po dyan, wala din pong pera dyan. Okay? Pag wala pong hard work, wala pong pera din po dyan. So kung gusto mong magkapera, ang kailangan mo ay hard work. Huwag mong isipin na naboboard ka. In fact, bumanat ka. Ito no, a piece of advice. Treat this one as if the only opportunity you have, that you cannot afford to fail. Get out. Pag medyo bored ka sa bahay, go to the office. Doon ka magtrabaho. Para you keep on moving. Okay? So maraming salamat sa pag-join po natin sa araw na to, sa training night. Every Monday po tayo. By the way, next Monday po, I think I will never be able to go live because my flight in the evening going to I think my flight going to Vietnam is evening. So most likely I will never be able to go live on Monday night. But I'll try. I'll do it on Sunday night para i-advance ko na lang. I'll just send the notification, the Zoom link, if ever. I'll just have to check on my schedule. I'll be out of the country on next week. Okay? So tuloy-tuloy po tayo. And then tapos I'm doing a daily inspirational blog entitled Three Things. By the way, paki-ano naman, no? Paki-comment naman and share if you are blessed with those messages, no? Those are practical messages that you can apply to yourselves. At if meron po kayong topic na gusto niyo malaman ang three things, sulat niyo lang sa comment section doon sa baba at magre-research ako para mai-share ko ang three things. Okay? So, thank you very much and God bless you all. Enjoy the rest of the night. Tomorrow is a holiday, but there's no holiday in business. So work, work, work pa rin. By the way, if you're available in the morning, tomorrow morning, somewhere we will be in IT Park. I would like to invite each and everyone for a morning of prayer. Okay? It's at 8 o'clock in Skyrise 4. Okay? See you there for those people that are available. Thank you. God bless you all.
Sige, thank you, sir. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.